Hey there, everybody. So basically for this assignment, all I want you to do is I want you to give me 10 different topics that you think you could, debate, that you might want to be interested in. I really want to know, what you care about, because obviously you probably care about something that I don't care about, and I probably care about things that you don't care about. So give me 10 things. At least 3 of them have to be policy oriented, meaning that they have to have some sort of action. So I'll give you examples of different ones. I wrote them down on the side real quick. So I think I would love to say we should substantially increase our public transit, or that the railway system in California has been a failure, right? That would be an interesting debate. We could debate UBI is an effective way of addressing homelessness. I think that's an interesting one. Universal basic income, something getting talked about a little bit more. We should have a form of universal health care in the United States. Barbie is a better movie than Oppenheimer. I'll fight tooth and nail for that, right? It doesn't always have to be something that you support, right? It could just be something that you think would be fun to debate and talk about and would be a learning experience for you. Good guys with guns do more harm than good. That'd be interesting. Debating the efficacy of good guys with guns, that term. Supreme Court justices should have term limits. We should enact this House believes in enacting a Supreme Court term limit of, 15 years. We should legalize, California should legalize physician-assisted suicide. And I know that's a touchy topic, but I think it's a really interesting one. Whether or not, if someone is fatally given a fatal diagnosis, whether or not they should be allowed to just, end their life as opposed to continuing to accrue medical debt. Housing is a human right. Interesting fact debate. Or we should make more public housing available. That would be an interesting one. Orange County is in a big huff about how they're being forced by the state to make housing. Human cloning is unethical, or we should not support human cloning. Most of the time the resolution is we should support human cloning, but I'm really against human cloning. I've looked into it and it's really awful. Legalizing sex work, I think that's always an interesting one. We should legalize sex work in California. Not to say I believe in that, but I think that's an interesting debate that people get really into. I had a whole debate class where they all, I gave them 5 topics to choose from, and 5 out of my 6 groups in my debate class all chose whether or not we should legalize sex work. So it seems like something that people are really interested in. AI does more harm than good. That's an interesting one that I thought of. It gets talked about a lot because it's very helpful and it's a good tool, but obviously there's some issues with it. Whether or not Joe Biden will lose the 2024 election, that's an interesting fact debate, right? Whether or not there's arguments for and against whether or not Joe Biden will lose that election. Now I have to record another video because he will lose or... But anyway, if you're watching this in the future and you know if he's won or lost, please don't say anything about this last subject. I just didn't want to record another video. But yeah, that's the point of the activity. Give me some. I'll take those. I'll create a spreadsheet, Google Doc. I'll pick some of my favorites from that because some of them are not going to be academically viable, right? The best way to cut a sandwich, I can't make your final debate about that. I'm sorry. But, it will be fun to see what you are all interested in and gives us a good basis for this class.